I had felt, and I didn't even realize it, that I was driving the ship with a lot of my friendships and not getting enough in return. And I don't do that anymore. I don't do it.
Do you feel like that came with like your age? Hi.
Ready?
Hi.
Welcome to Dismissed. Our episode is going to be about building community in your 40s, 50s, and 60s,
Yes.
but very difficult thing to do.
It is. And before we start, though, I wanted to tell you
What?
So I know we've been talking a lot about sweating and stuff like that, like
Yes.
with perimenopause and menopause. And the other day, I had to set up this tour and coffee event for the school I work for, and it was the only one setting up that day. So I had to do like pull-up banners. I had to do the tables, and in the meantime, after that, I still have to host the actual event. So I get in there early and I'm like, okay, we're good. So as I was setting up, I put 2 blue napkins underneath my armpits because I was like, I'll sweat through this shirt that I had on. I knew I would. So literally I powered through, set everything up, no big deal. And then then the parents started coming in and stuff like that. And I was like, oh yeah, oh no. I still have blue napkins under my armpits. What do I do? So literally I had to like, as everybody was coming in, I like went over to the side where the elevator is. Like, so I literally went in there, took 2 soaking wet napkins out, put them in the little wagon, and I went back out and I just hosted away. And I was like, the things that we go through as women.
Joke.
Yeah.
And sweating sisters unite.
Sweating sisters unite. I mean, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Are you guys
sweating.
big sweaters too?
Yeah.
I've actually been my whole life. It's not just perimenopause and menopause for me.
Well, I remember when I started sweating really bad in my 30s, and I called my mom and I was like, I don't know what's wrong. I'm teaching, because at that point I was teaching and I'm dripping sweat everywhere and pitting out my shirts. And she was like, Amy, you're becoming a woman.
In your 30s,
And I was
you're
like,
becoming a woman.
What?
You'd already had a kid.
That's what happens when you become a woman.
What?
And I was like, oh my God. That was her like rationale for like why I was sweating. So
She's the one that calls everything the
your
bottom.
You're becoming a woman. So
Amy's mom.
Amy's mom. But
Sweating it's been an
it's
issue my
huge.
whole life.
Well, and here's the thing. I feel like if you talk to speaking about community, you talk to anybody in this community of women that are our age, like they will all tell you that there's something going on with their sweating.
Yeah.
We all
Some
talk
people
about
sweat
it.
under their boobs.
100%.
Some people sweat down there.
Yes. So
Okay.
everywhere.
I think actually when we were talking about doing this building community episode, I was like,
You started sweating?
sort
Kind of.
forget this. Let's just talk about sweating.
Let's just talk about sweating.
Because I feel like building community is really hard. I had to think about this a lot.
I don't feel like we think about it. I don't feel like we think about it in our minds like we are going to build community. And I feel like we go through like high school and college and after college, and it just automatically falls in your lap.
Yeah.
Like through like, high school you have friends, and then college you have friends, and then you leave college and you have a child, and you have your friends if you get married, and then you have a child, and you automatically get this community that is built in, right? But then after that happens, you don't have that. Like
You're right.
that set time, right? That time that all these people are filing into your life. Like, when my daughter started school when she was 3, you just automatically had all of these people in front of you, right?
And that was your whole social life. You'd go
100%.
out. It was birthday parties,
100%.
but it was a social life.
Totally.
Yeah. And then
And
they
school
go to
events
college
and stuff like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like looking for a whole new group.
It totally is.
And I'm sort of joking, but not joking when I say, okay, well, here's the episode. Here's my community. Here's Amy.
Yeah. We're a good community.
Right?
We are.
I mean, really, what else do you need
No, right.
when you have a true friend? And I also, I have a handful of really good friends, and I'm missing that whole group community in a lot of ways. I did write down a couple of things with building community. When I think about building community in my 50s, 40s is probably when I started.
Yeah.
Knowing what you had told me about kid going off to college and how you sort of have a hole, big hole. I was like, I'm going to prep myself as best I can. And one of the things I do is I play Mahjong.
Yes.
And I decided, Amy and I both belong to a workout club. We affectionately call the Leaky Club because it literally leaks. There are leaks from the ceiling.
You could name a place in a club and we would tell you, yep, it leaks.
Yep.
Like that, every area of it leaks.
There are buckets to catch.
Yes.
Okay.
And towels.
So Leaky Club.
Yeah.
We belong to this sort of sport club. And I was like, I offered to teach Mahjong. And I called Amy and said,
Yes.
do you want, or I texted.
Yeah. You said,
Do you want to?
yeah, she said, you said,
learn
do you
Mahjong?
want to, well, you said, do you want to, I'm going to start this Mahjong and do you want to come? And I was like, I don't know how to play Mahjong. She's like, no, I'm going to teach you. And I was like, yes.
So I went to them. I said, listen, I want to teach Mahjong. You know, I'll do it for free. I wasn't asking for anything because I do not want to be tied down to anybody asking me for anything.
I get
So
that.
that's why I did it for free. And I did want to create community. So I consciously did this. I mean, it turns out we had like, I'm just going to round it up. It was probably 28, 30 people
Yeah.
who came and learned.
Yeah.
Men, mostly women, some men, mostly women.
Yeah.
And it has been a lovely thing.
Yeah. And it has grown. It's been great.
It's grown and grown. And I got to spend more time with you, which was great.
Which is fun.
So that was one thing I did consciously. I would say the other thing was I joined pickleball and I started taking lessons.
Which is amazing.
And normally I would not like take lessons with a bunch of people I don't know.
Okay.
But I have to say, because I don't really care as much what people think about me, it was easier for me to do.
Yeah.
And I did meet a lovely woman who invited me into I'm a sub in her group.
Which I love that.
Yeah. And then I ended up teaching them Maj.
Oh,
And-
that's right. That's
and
right.
they're super nice and supportive. And so that's another little group.
Yeah. Which I love that.
And then Mahjong led me to a neighborhood group too of people
Right.
who wanted to learn. So Mahjong and pickleball.
yeah, which are two great
Yeah.
things.
And I feel like I need to look
your
at my
glasses
notes
on?
to figure out the rest of this.
Well,
Let's see.
I love that you did pickleball too, because I am not sporty at all. I do not play sports, but because I remember you're like, "Do you want it?" And I was
Right.
like, "Nope, no sports." But I love that you did that. Like, I think that that's a great way to put yourself out there and reach out. you
I'm
know?
really glad too because
Yeah.
it opened up a whole different world and just moving in a different way. And
yeah,
I had to teach myself not to take it so seriously. Like I'm super competitive, raised by a coach. My dad played minor league ball. So like that was the mentality. So I'm
Right.
like, oh, I'm not going for that ball.
Nope.
I'm not risking an injury.
No. No, and you think differently now too. But it's like that. I think that with Mahjong too. Like I went into this and I'm not a competitive person at all, but I went into this like wanting to learn something new, and it's been fun to like play with different people of all different ages, because they are like such a great age range at our Mahjong group. And I
Wait,
feel
I
like
want to just
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I love that you brought that up because
Yeah.
we have women in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and
and
80s
which
playing Mahjong. So
I love it.
you know what? That's the best point out of all of this. We have this multi-generational group of women who are bonding for 2 hours
Yeah.
over Maj, and they do talk about their life, and you do learn and you do share.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing up the multi-generational.
But I think that's what it was, is like I went into it thinking I want to meet people, but I wanted to learn the game, but I don't want to have a competitive part of any of this. Like I just want, and I don't care if I win, I don't care if I lose. I get excited for people if they win.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a good, I feel like that was a good way to go into it rather than,
I'm super competitive.
I know,
And so
but I think you do a really good job of that.
And I love Maj from the beginning because I was a newbie being taught by women who had been playing for
Right.
a million years.
Right.
When I learned 25 years ago, I was being taught.
Right.
I had no
Right.
skills. So
Right.
I'm able to sit through Mahjong. I am happy when people Maj. I don't get in a
Right.
bad mood when I'm not Mahjing. I
Right.
might get frustrated a little bit, but
Right.
yeah.
Right.
No, that's a good,
Yeah.
it's a nice place to be.
Yeah, for sure.
And it is also a nice place to be because you can't think about anything that's bugging you while you're at Maj because you just have to focus on playing Mahjong.
I remember I saw something on social media with Julia Roberts. I think I told you this with Julia Roberts, because Julia Roberts, I don't know if you know this, she plays mahjong.
I did see that. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. And so basically we were like Julia Roberts. But she said something and it was so true. She said, the reason I love mahjong is because you go into the game and it is social. You're with other people and you talk, but during the time you're playing, you don't think about your grocery list. You don't think about your laundry list of things you have to do. You don't think about anything from work. You don't think about anything at home. You don't think about anything but mahjong.
That's right.
And to me, I think that that is such a huge break, because I mean, I know you're like me. I'm very type A. So I think about 100 things at once and I want to get everything done and completed. So it's so nice for 2 hours to just not think about anything but mahjong.
It is. It's the best.
It's the best.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I only have a couple other things on my list.
Oh, I love that.
But they're both around the same thing, actually, which is I decided to really focus on, I looked at sort of my friendship consciously, who was in my life, and decided to focus on the people where I was getting positive vibes from them, and it was a two-way friendship.
Yeah.
Wasn't always like, hey, you want to have coffee?
Yeah.
Driving the ship, I had felt, and I didn't even realize it, that I was driving the ship with a lot of my friendships and not getting enough in return. And I don't do that anymore. I don't do it.
Do you feel like that came with like your age, or do you feel like that came with realizations? Because I felt the same way. Like, but mine was slow. Mine has been slow. Like, I feel like I realized, during like my daughter's elementary years, like I had all of the, a ton of mom friends, and then you all of a sudden realize, like, are you the heavy lifter in this mom group or these mom friends? And you started to realize who the real friends were in the mom groups. And then the same thing happened with dance people, like because we're dance moms. You started to realize, are you the heavy lifter in that? Like, are you doing things like more so that you're not getting back what you need? And you start to realize that. And then it starts to become more and more like prevalent, like, and you start to really reflect on it. And then by the time my daughter went to college, I literally was, I laugh, I'm literally stuck. I have my handful of friends and they're my closest friends, and that's it. And I know that's what it's supposed to be like, but coming from a full life of like groups of people, like being, in a group in high school, being in a group in college, like a sorority, and then moving on, like, it's so interesting to look back and say, like, okay, these are my people,
I totally agree. Mine is a handful, maybe a little more from different stages in my life,
right?
But it's not a group. And I feel like this pickleball, this Maj has satisfied the group dynamic.
Yeah, for sure.
And you get involved to a certain point, but not too much.
You have your boundaries now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have boundaries now.
And I think that that's what you don't learn until you're older, is that we have our boundaries. Like, you can dip your toe in and you can mahjong all you want, but if you need a break, you're like, I'm out, I'm not coming, I'm not going this week.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to do XYZ, like, I think that that's what's different, is that we have boundaries.
Saying no.
Yes.
Is a full
no is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. Nobody tells you that, but it is. It is.
It's really still hard to say no.
It's still hard. No, it's still so hard, but it's something that now I'm so conscious of. Whereas before I would internally say, okay, I have to say yes to this. I have to say yes. Whereas now I'm like, no.
Agreed.
Yep.
Well, do you have any other tips for building community or anything we should do, or should we just PMO it?
I was going to say, my only other thing is that, with community, don't do anything you don't want to do.
Yes.
Like, don't, just do what makes you happy. That's the only thing. And that's the thing that I feel like that makes me like, that's the thing that works the most for me right now. It's just doing what makes you happy.
Right. Does somebody build you up? Does somebody support you? Do you want to be friends with them? Is it a two-way street?
Yeah, for sure.
And then those friendships are so nice.
Yeah, they're nice because you look forward to it. It's not stressful. You're not doing heavy lifting. They're not doing heavy lifting. You're both bringing something to the table. Yeah.
And those are lovely connections. I actually love my setup right now. I love the people who are in my life. I feel like I could tell them anything, and I do. And they could tell me anything or not. Yeah. And I respect their boundaries. They respect mine. And what could be better?
Yeah, same here.
Okay. Thanks. So anything PMOing you this week?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think of one, but I can
too. I'm sure I have a list.
We
can talk about PMO with the people who just take.
Yeah, let's talk about PMO with people that just take.
I am very done with people who just take from me. I'm not going to set up your time to meet, your coffee, your anything anymore.
And I do feel like when we were younger moms, it was more like they were taking stuff, not just about setting up coffee or something like that. They were taking stuff like with their kid, like involving their children, like watching their kids or something like that. Like, I feel like that's where that kind of played in. And then as you get a little bit older, it's like the planning of things, like let's do this, let's try this, And I feel like when you get to be the doing it, you don't want to do it anymore.
Right. That's so true.
That PMO's me too.
PMO. So many things.
Pick up the ball.
Pick up the ball.
Pick up the ball. Help us out. If you want to be friends, help.
Right. Or if you don't, fine.
Yeah, 100%.
Whatever.
100%.
All right. Well, we hope you guys want to be friends because we want to be friends with you.
We do.
And we do want to, we want to make this a community, a two-way street. So please, if you have any comments about this, if you have a PMO you want to share, because come on, let's be honest, we all have them.
Oh, share them. We can't wait to.
Oh my God, please do. Or let us know because we would love to hear how you built community. Maybe that could help us build some more community too. You can email us at thedismissedpodcast@gmail.com. And you can subscribe. And you can always find us on social media. Feel free to comment.
Yep. Find us on socials, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at The Dismissed Podcast.
That's it. We can't wait to hear from you. Please, please, please communicate with us. And also we want to thank our amazing producer, Josh.
Josh.
We love our producer.
We love Josh.
And we love the genius that created our music, Nell Balabin.
Amazing.
Creative genius. Thank you. You two. We couldn't do this without you.
No, you guys are both amazing. Thank you.
And for now, you're dismissed.
You're dismissed.
The best part of building this community is connecting and engaging with you, the listeners and viewers. We want this to be a conversation, so please, we want to hear from you. You can reach us on all the socials at The Dismissed Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. If you want to email us, send it to thedismissedpodcast@gmail.com. We hope to hear from you. You're dismissed.